Hello, Perth Nostalgia. Let's get into this video. The Magic Roundabout. This is quite an interesting one because originally this was never really planned to be on Path Nostalgia very much, because it's sort of like, well, to be honest, it's not really much a British TV show to begin with, actually. The Magic Roundabout, well, let's go to the backstory first. So, the Magic Roundabout is actually was originally like a French show back in the late 50s or something, early 60s, early 50s, late 50s, early 60s or something like that. And it wasn't until like maybe, well, once this guy called Eric Thompson actually got the rights for these or something. I think they were planning for an English version or something. He ended up doing the voices, doing like doing a different story altogether, like involving what you could see on the screen, and it became famous. You know, it's basically it ended up becoming famous on BBC, and over time, its legacy has been living on since. You know, because you have the iconic characters. You know, Dougal, Zebedee. You've got Flora, Brian the Snail. Is it Flora, the little girl? Flora, yeah. You know, all these interesting, great characters. I forgot some of the other names now. It's been a while since I've seen it. And yeah, it's just been interesting, phenomenal. There was a 2005 movie that came out, animated, which I've actually seen. I haven't seen for years. Like, it came out in the mid 2000s. I mean, it was meant to be quite big because it featured stuff like Ian McKellen. Tom Baker was the voice of a main villain, like sort of like Zebedee's equal, Zebad, and you have people like Jim Broadbent as well. You know, it had a very good British sounding cast to it as well. I think Rufus Hound was actually in it as well. He played the wind up soldier, Sam, I think he was called. I actually thought it was pretty. Actually quite good. I mean, some people were quite mixed about it because it's CGI, computer animated, but it did sort of made something interesting with the story very much. I mean, there was one that came out much earlier than that, something called Dougal and the Blue Cat, and that was sort of like an episode that was extended very much. I think that was the main idea, like sort of like extended TV episode, and yeah. So when I say what I was originally not going to put. Well, originally not was going to do this for Path Nostalgia, but because, well, the main thing is because it's not very British very much. I mean, it's all famous now for British, but it was made in France. It was originally from France, so I think I was sort of like, well, I'm focused on UK stuff really, but overall the main turning point was the discovery of the VHS that I never knew I actually had, which of course was the Magic Roundabout. Now, this particular version of the Magic Roundabout actually came out in the 90s, and for some fans who really know what this nice version is very much, basically, because I think with Eric Thompson, I think he passed away or something, or retired or something. They sort of updated it a bit slightly. The only thing they did was they've got a new narrator in the form of Nigel Planer, who did all the narration for the Magic Roundabout. I think he's just basically they was basically redubbed, but they still kept the visuals of the original show. And it just been practicing like it's the old new Magic Roundabout. No, not really. No. Because it packaged on the VHS, so I think Channel 5 video packaged it on and say it's all new, like all new 10 episodes. When you look at it now, it's like when you sort of look at it, you think, really, it still looks the same. It's all if that, or they think I'm going for a retro 70s look or something, or 60s look, and you think, oh, really? The marketing and packaging is like, really? You're basically repackaging something from the '60s, something popular from the '60s, with a new narrator, and saying it's brand new. To be honest, I actually don't mind playing this narration very much. It's okay. Even though I never really seen this that for years, because I didn't really know about I had this VHS until I looked at a picture. Yeah, because in one of my forums, in my wardrobe, I keep all four albums of me and actually my sister as well, like from the late '90s. And there's a picture of my sister in the way bonnet in like skirty bonnet gear or something like that, and behind her was this row of VHSs. They're basically sort of my VHS collection very much. You have a few certain like Thomas Nation VHSs. There was also Mark for Death, a Steven Seagal film there as well for some reason, and next to the Wind of the Willows VHS that I had, it said something on the spine Magic Roundabout, and I thought, oh, wait, hold on. I've never seen that. I never noticed I had a Magic Roundabout VHS in my collection at all. I just noticed it was slotting there. It said some like all new, so like maybe slightly, because I could sort of see from the blurred camera very much like it says all new Magic Roundabout. And that's how we searched it. I thought, okay. And apparently it was something called All New Magic Roundabout or something like that from '97 or something. Well, I think it said it was originally from 1997. So I thought, right. Interesting. And so I watched it as well. Another thing that I found out was there's a documentary to do with Magic Roundabout, featuring Nana playing it. It's very weird though. It's quite obscure because it's a documentary, but it's got a narrative through it as well. Like if you start with Nigel Planer looking through, it's like searching for answers to do with the Magic Roundabout or something like. There's like a mystery about it, and he's going to see people. He's visiting people. Like he meets someone in a park or something. There goes the train again. He meets someone in a park, and he mentions like the voice actors of to do with Eric Thompson, the characters. There was actually a way of like some weird fourth wall breaker or something like that. Like they talk to him while he's off like sort of recording his vocals, like he has a break doing his recording the vocals, and they say like I think they say you like your baby better or something. It's quite weird, and I think what it's just like it's a weird oddity to be connected to this new version of the show, and I thought, really, okay. I think he actually had some celebrity interviews as well, like praising the show or something. I really don't know. It's on YouTube, so give it a watch. Actually, see what you think. Really. So, yeah, that's all I could say about Magic Roundabout. It's famous. It's a cult classic. It's in itself. It was a last-minute addition to Path of Nostalgia because I wasn't really because it was originally French, but I found out I had a VHS of it in my collection for many years. No wonder my dad keeps trying to call the dog Zebedee. It makes sense now. So that's about it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I've been talking about the Magic Roundabout. Sort of a late '60s TV show that became popular through its English dub. I only knew it through a VHS copy that I had, which actually contained the narration of Nigel Planer, who took over for Eric Thompson in the '90s, which is weird, and a bit unsure, like if anyone likes it or not. Who knows? Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you for the next video. Goodbye.